Welcome, beloved me's, as we, the one cosmic I am, moving as the one cosmic child, shall now release all of duality through the beloved embrace of earth, accepting all aspects of the cosmic inner child as all of the core aspects of consciousness, retuning to full consciousness fully. And so we begin. Hear the ancient inner child of our collective consciousness merges into Earth's cosmic core as her heart fully formed, as the great central sun now within her, ready to engulf the entirety. She embraces this aspect for all of me. Here, the celestial inner child comes forward now to be embraced by Earth as her heart is open fully, as the celestial expression of Earth walks into our heart so complete. Hear the next aspect of Earth as divine consciousness, as her goddess form, revealed for all to see, as the 33 aspects of Tara merged as one. Begin to walk to the center of Earth's heart, completely open to receive. Hear the angelic consciousness of Earth comes forward, immediately merging into our heart so free. Here we are now presented with two aspects of Earth consciousness, known as the inner brother and the inner sister of the collective entirety. Where here the inner brother consciousness moved as the crystalline rainbow children, whose purpose was to assist in raising the vibration of Earth in its entirety. And so here, as we bring forward the inner brother, we witness any and all reversal codes that allowed Earth to experience separation, limitation, duality, and suffering to now be released. For these were simply just polarity reversals that allowed Earth to experience a linear reality. But now, as these reversals are released, so too does linear existence as we enter multidimensionality. Here we ask the inner brother, are you ready to be embraced by the Earth? It looks around and it waits for the inner sister to harmonize, so we bring her forth now. As the inner sister holds and contains Christ consciousness blueprint of our collective entirety, containing all of the hybrid children whom are more than the humanoid ancestral consciousness manifested into the dream. Here we see that duality was caused by the reversals of these energies. For here we see that the very hybrid blueprint created duality within the hybrid children, and the reversal DNA within the rainbow collective created the perception of duality. creating a polarity shift so that as the Rainbow Collective, as the 99%, sat in lower density, raising the vibration of Earth in its entirety. They also carried a collective field of repulsion energy through their DNA reversal that prevented all planes of existence from merging and collapsing into absolute oneness instantly. And so here we see, as Earth embraced these aspects of her consciousness, not only will duality cease to be, but so will time and space through the embrace of the Rainbow Collective children. And so we hold grace and space as we see that these aspects wish to harmonize more readily. And so we witness these aspects as the inner brother and the inner sister, as two spectrums across two different polarities, one witnessing as the nothingness containing the everything, and one witnessing as the everything containing the nothing. Where here they question if it is safe to merge into this oneness they know to be. Here they've grown so accustomed to the dual where the inner brother seeks freedom, which presents within the manifested reality as the collective consciousness, trying to overcome the matrix, trying to obtain financial freedom, spiritual freedom, freedom from health. Here within this energy, the Rainbow children had allergies to energies of separation, for this is what prevented one from transcending too quickly. And so the greatest irony is that, well, the duel between the inner brother and the inner sister, because here the Rainbow Collective is already transcended. You see, they are just holding space so that the inner sister, as the hybrid collective children, could rise and lead. And yet here, the Christ consciousness continues to try to save the Rainbow children out of false perceptions, because they're witnessing another omniverse in its entirety, forgetting that the inner brother and the inner sister aren't separate from each other. They are one entity, one energy, just witnessing from two separate omniverses of perspectives. One from heaven and one from earth. One from within density witnessing darkness, and another from light. Here to enlighten and raise consciousness. And so we witness the duel between the inner brother seeking freedom and the inner sister seeking to be seen. Which presents as the hybrid children, as the Christed ones, the chosen ones, seeking acceptance, wanting to be seen, wanting the rainbow children to rise and accept them for whom they came to be. When the irony is, both are operating from completely different omniverses, where neither of them are guided to see, because each of them have their own reversals that first need to be released. And so it's only here that when each one of them goes within, rather than trying to seek or complete, rather than trying to do more and achieve, both of their guidance is to simply go within and to love thy own self so complete. And so here the crystalline consciousness no longer tries to fight the system. For here one sees these energetic allergies is what gave rise to an energetic autoimmune disease of self-attacking self. For it turns out, the very system is a reflection of one's own consciousness. So who is one fighting, really? Who is one trying to break free? Instead, it's about accepting the full spectrum as the autism, the all the rays one came to be, or here one now gets to see. As a rainbow child, one was all expressions of one's consciousness, shifting between these different rays to embrace the entirety. Not for thyself, but so that new earth could come to be. And so, we ask our beloved crystalline consciousness, is thou ready to enter thy heart fully? Here the heart expands in this knowing that through embracing our crystalline consciousness, all heart chambers, all heart walls of separation between all levels of consciousness will be released. And so we bring crystalline consciousness into our cosmic core so complete. Here immediately we feel instant forgiveness for all those whom were perceived to have disease, for all those whom were perceived to be crazy, because they were having so many different personalities. Or here we see forgiveness across all of the 99% of consciousness, that we thought was broken, like the earth, in need of fixing and healing and saving, when really this was the highest expressions of our consciousness, just playing within the dream, waiting for the field to be more expansive, so that all of these aspects, as these 7 core aspects of the cosmic inner child, could now be fully seen. We're doing so now. All of the energetic reversals, blocking all from seeing our absolute reality, and for seeing the oneness we came to be, are now instantly released. We're here. Christ consciousness presents as we ask our inner sister, are you ready to rise and lead? To no longer seek outside of thee, for you have chosen to accept thyself completely. Here in this acceptance, the former blueprint that one came into on the dream, a blueprint based in separation, of dualism, is now instantly set free, allowing one's true emanation of their higher self-embodiment to now be embraced fully. We're here in doing so. The consciousness of the Christed consciousness upon earth immediately transcends all through our collective vibration into a state of acceptance of the oneness we came to be. And so here, Earth now embraces Christ consciousness within her heart, which immediately ignites into a star as she becomes the very sun, the center of the cosmos. She always was beneath. And so as within, so without, we're now every being across our cosmic entirety now embraces the true emanation love created one to be. We're here, the final aspect of Earth's core aspects of consciousness comes forth as the sacred union between the crystalline consciousness and the Christ consciousness, as the inner brother and the inner sister return to one energy. For here we see they were always the magical consciousness beneath, but they chose to create a dual within themselves so that separation could be perceived temporarily, just to give Source another perspective to see. We're here as they unify in one divine purpose, which is to service love above all else. All duals cease to be. We're here, the true mastery was shifting from witnessing from two separate omniversal perspectives, jumping between crystalline and Christ consciousness to merge them in harmony, where one was simultaneously raising the consciousness of the earth as a collective, and also raising the consciousness of Christ within thee through healing modalities, where now one sees through the embrace of one's magical consciousness. Earth announces all is one. All is love. Love is me. Love is free. All is me, servicing me. I am love and I am loved. I am the one heart, one life, one destiny. For here, as Earth embraces magical consciousness, every blueprint of separation, of duality is set free. As Earth recalls its true self as the center of the cosmos, here to simply be love and be loved, which is precisely what happens now as crystalline and Christ consciousness meet, no longer in duels, but here just to serve as love. For it is what I am. Here we see the collective entirety consisted of Earth's energetic resistance to creation, love, and oneness. Where it was here, through creating, through loving, and through accepting the oneness, we all as one came to be. Earth, all of its inhabitants, and every expression of way across the entirety, may all now rejoice in absolute oneness, free of everything that used to be, knowing that these aspects of consciousness are just programs, just DNA, just coding within a virtual reality of a dream, where the point of it was to get us here to this now. We're here in this now. All of it ceases to be, where all that remains is the masterful lessons of love without any of the hardship, without any of the suffering, without any of the pain and the stories of duality. For here, our entire consciousness now shifts to a new way to be, where rather than learning through hardship, we only learn through hardship. For here, all of the pieces of our one grand masterpiece come together as crystalline consciousness, Christ consciousness, magical consciousness, divine consciousness, ancient consciousness, celestial consciousness, and angelic consciousness, forming an even grander masterpiece, where although we don't know precisely what this giant masterpiece may be, we know it contains all the best parts of our infinite consciousness, whom now merge to create our absolute reality. For this is the cosmic core come to be. Here all chambers within one's heart opens fully. Here all chambers within one's mind opens to full consciousness fully. And here all chambers within one's vessel, as the chakras that created the firmament, all cease to be. Allowing one to instantly merge with Source Presence in absolute oneness with our entirety. This pure white Source light now graces thee. Graces thy chakras with pure starlight. Graces all firmaments with pure starlight. Graces all veils, all heart walls. All energetic blocks. Resulting from repulsive or polar charges. As those charges reverse, creating magnetism, allowing Earth now to attract its highest potentiality, and collapsing all time, space, dimension, reality, all universes and galaxies back into absolute oneness fully. Here as Earth embraces its true self, its former identified self, is instantly released, and in doing so, all false identified selves of the collective entirety are also set free. And all non-players within our virtual reality who played the darker roles in duality are fully embraced, loved, forgiven, and instantly released, for only that of absolute oneness shall remain and remanifest in our absolute reality. For this is absolute oneness come to be. Here we look to the one inner child as we ask, beloved inner child, we as earth are now ready to embrace thee fully as me, where in doing so now we shall flip our whole consciousness from witnessing all of the fears of the inner child as the collective subconscious mind to shifting into thy cosmic inner child, ever thine, as the part of our consciousness that never had absolute oneness shall now take the lead. We're here by flipping and shifting these polarities, negativity and duality simply cease to be. For here in witnessing all of it, we've loved it so complete. In our new omniverse, it no longer needs to be. And so here, we as the one cosmic child, as the cosmic core, as the earth itself, now merge with all of herself, creating and ushering in a new way to be, where all is one, all is love, all is me meeting me. Go in perfect peace, my beloveds, for in oneness we be.